Okay, so been a while, but I just wanted to walk you guys through. We are going on a trip to Mexico. It is 6 days, 5 nights, and we'll be staying at a resort. My parents have an timeshare there, and so we'll be meeting them down there, as well as two of my siblings. But so we'll be staying, that's the kind of resort we're going to be staying at, is going to be pretty chill. So we are going to be flying carry on only. And now, normally we like to travel carry on only if we can. In fact, our recent trip to Disneyland, we even did carry on only, which some people may think is crazy, but we were able to do it. Kind of squishy coming back. We like to shop at Disney, but we don't have to worry about that this time. We don't really shop at all inclusive very much or anything like that. So I just wanted to walk you through what us packing for this kind of trip for just a little less than a week looks like. We have two carry-ons, one's regular size, one's slightly smaller, and one personal item, and that's it. Okay, so here we go. So first of all, this carry-on, it was part of a set. There's like a big one, a medium, and then this is the smallest one. And I think it was just like Amazon or something, or maybe, I don't know, like Best Buy. I'm not sure. But it's just Swiss gear. I like the hard cover, the hard case, but that's just because that's just a preference. I kind of flip back and forth. I have another smaller one that's soft, and I like that one because it's lighter. But since we're doing carry-on only, I like it kind of being all contained. So this pile is most of the clothes I'm bringing, and it's all going to go into this carry-on. And the carry-on is just like a little smaller than the maximum size, so I'm pretty good about that. But yeah, let's figure out how to do that. Okay, so like real talk, this is a mess. Nothing new here. I'm going to rave about using packing cubes. And this is like a swimsuit bag. This is, oh God, I don't know, like 15 years old. But these are from two different sets. I just want to grab one of each to show you. And I think they're both from Amazon, just like, I don't know, like 7 years difference or something. This one is a Gonex brand. And this one, I actually like this one a little bit more. But these are my favorite size. And of course, they come with so many different sizes that these are good. I swear by packing cubes. Okay, here, just a couple of baggy t-shirts, kind of for lounging or swimming, before and after the pool. Swimsuits, and I typically overpack a lot for swimsuits. I'll be like somewhere for 2 weeks and pack like 20 swimsuits. I don't know why. It's the thing I had the trouble narrowing down the most because I basically live in them. But here I think I did all right. I have right now two one-piece swimsuits, and actually this one might not stay. We'll see. Two separate tops and then two separate bottoms, and they can all kind of like, these things can mix and match. So I'm just gonna get them in here. Okay, so here's a bit of an update. Not quite done, but getting closer. So this is the big one. I don't know if everything's going to stay in here because I typically don't like using the really big ones because, as you can see, it takes up, no, there's like some space. But yeah, it takes up a lot. So that'll zip shut here in just a minute. And then over on this side, oh, oops, in here I have my dresses and also a pair of shorts. I'm a dress girl. We're not really doing many excursions or anything like that, so one pair of shorts would be fine, but I basically live in dresses all summer, so going to a tropical vacation, no different. We have yoga attire, and then in this little guy, which is the size I like much better, like comfy pants, like there's kind of a pair of tropical-y ones from Amazon. Literally my entire yoga outfit I'm bringing. Two pairs of shorts. One's actually a pair of running shorts, but that's okay. Athletic top, comfy top for like before and after. It's all Old Navy. But here I also have a couple tops and also swimsuit cover-ups. Shoes. 3 pairs are more than enough. I have A pair of simple wedges, kind of neutrally. Dressier flip-flops, and then like super casual fun flip-flops. You could easily just get away with these two, no problem, but these take up like no room whatsoever. All right, so it doesn't seem like there's lots of space in here, but honestly, you could fit quite a bit in here. I have lots of little like odds and ends. Like I could probably honestly put like my toiletries just like separated along here because there's quite a bit of space here too. But I'm going to start by, I have these, and I think these are just from Amazon, but they are for chair back holders. And the towel game is strong where we are going. So if you don't know, the towel game is when people wake up early and put their towels on chairs, hoping that nobody moves them. So even if they're not using them, pool chairs, I mean, then they'll basically have these chairs for the entire time, which is kind of annoying if you are looking for a pool chair. But anyway, all the towels, of course, are provided, and they all look the same. So these are super handy for like marking yours, but also, so you can tell which ones are yours, but also they go around the back of a chair, and then they hold down if it's breezy or anything like that, which can happen by the ocean, of course. So anyway, those are along. Okay, I'm not sure if this is how it's going to stay, but right now the wedges fit tons of room in here, and actually I could squeeze in a few other things as well. If you're bringing runners or something, you put socks in there, but I'm going to be barefoot, so no. And then under here, I just laid flat one of the pairs of flip-flops, as well as the bikini bag, which is handy if you're like traveling with wet stuff. I haven't put in my cheapies flip-flops yet. I'm debating switching them out because just thinking about the swimsuits I have along, I like love a fun, super fun, colorful pattern for the pool, but they don't go at all with this, so we'll see. Normally I don't really care, but we'll see. Okay, so this is a little wristlet that I think I got from Old Navy, and I like it because it's fuzzy and I like the color. Super fun. But inside is like first aid stuff. And then once you get there, I can empty it out, and then I have a wristlet because I don't carry around a purse or anything like that, and it just fits my phone and some tip money for all-inclusive type things. But I get super motion sick, so this is like 90% Gravol, a little bit of gum, Tums, Advil, or ibuprofen, I guess, things like that. But tons of Gravol. I get there's several different types of anti-nausea stuff, but I get really motion sick, so that's something I'm very careful of, as much as I try to be anyway, and especially if it's like a rough flight or anything like that. Last time we were in Mexico, we did a boat ride, and so I had them the whole time. It would end up being fine, but definitely something I'm always cautious of. And then just like Band-Aids and chapsticks and stuff like that too. But it's really helpful because then this can just go in my personal item while traveling. So I have easy access. And then when I'm there, it can stay in the hotel room. Okay, and then I just have a cute little Animal Crossing bag. It was a gift from my husband. I love Animal Crossing. And I'm not really sure where it's from, Amazon or maybe Etsy. But anyway, in here, I don't really pack lots of, well, anything. But I put in, there was just some floss sticks, some barrettes. I'm going to put in like a lint roller, thing of Q-tips. This is a Neutrogena face and body stick sunscreen. If we were checking luggage, this would be the only one that comes along, but we are not, so we have smaller ones as well. But that's really handy because it's not a liquid, which is really nice. And then just things like nail file, deodorant. I'm actually taking stuff out of this one, which was just like a little overnight one. We were visiting some family, and I'm just transferring anything into here because we weren't really traveling on that one. And plus we have like liquids and stuff combined. So this is actually a liquids bag that is going to go with my husband's. It's just together for now. I might be able to fit everything into there. I'm not sure yet, but these are coconut butters. in case there's aloe situations in need. Hopefully no sunburns, but you know. So just I basically, for something like this, I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, and if I am, it's like cheapy or like using up the rest of it. I don't even know what this is from. Old though. So just like a little bit of a bronzer on that. I have like just a liquid concealer, so I'm gonna keep that aside. I put some body spray just into like a little one, so I'll keep that aside to go in with the liquids. The same thing. I mean, I've had this go through with solids and be fine, but I really don't want to take all my stuff apart. So since it is like a gel lip color, I'll put that aside as well. And then I also have a Superstay ink crayon. That one can go in there. A couple little just travel brushes. Little eyeshadow, which I probably won't even wear. And just a touch-up stick. And literally that is all the makeup I'll bring. I'll bring like an eyelash brush because I'll have my lashes done just before we go. And that's it. So in here we have like toothpaste, aloe, coconut butter, like I said, some lotion. I really like the Body Shop little guys. There's one right there. And then just toothpaste, and there's some, this is an After Sun as well, and that's basically it. Okay, so making some progress, but this is going to be my personal item. Now, normally I travel with a Loungefly bag, with a Loungefly backpack, but since we're going to be going to the pool and stuff, kind of need a pool bag anyway. So this is now my personal item. It's just a Disney one from the Disney store. And it's not organized yet because we'll be spending a night before we do that. But in here, I'll put like books, my e-reader, any tech stuff, and also the liquids to go in and out, as well as our passports. So anyway, just wanted to show that. Okay, so this is just Bag Smart, I guess, but it was just from Amazon, and we use it to carry our electronic cords, and a bunch of earbuds are in here. This is my cord for my e-reader. This is just a USB connection with other USBs. Have you ever noticed that old hotel rooms are just terrible for that kind of thing? Anyway, this just stays in here. Backup charge cords. We will add our cell phone chargers the morning of, but until then we won't. Now, this is pretty thin right now. When we've gone to Disney recently, it's full of like portable chargers as well as our Magic Band Plus chargers. But for this, it's going to be pretty simple. And also, this is me the first time me traveling with an e-reader, which I'm pretty psyched about. I got this for Christmas, and it's a Kobo, and I'm excited about it. See, this Kobo. I have some books ready to go, planned, and yeah, I'm excited about that. I always travel with too many books. Both Brandon and I read a lot. It's actually like one of my other side hustles, and I am a writer. And also, of course, I read for like English teaching and everything. But yeah, we're both readers. And of course, reading on the beach or by the pool is literally the best. So this is kind of cool. It's usually our suitcase is like half full of books. So this is like way different. But these things are going to go in my personal item. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with these flip-flops instead. Not quite as bright and colorful, but still fun. Polka dots, they go perfectly with one of my swimsuits, which is fun. I like polka dots a lot. And I'm debating my footwear for on the plane. I do have a pile of clothes over there. A start of a pile. Now, typically I would just wear one of these, but it is February in Canada, so I don't know. I might just wear flats. Something easy to like toss in my personal item. I don't know. I don't like having 4 pairs of shoes along, but I'm not really sure. I can't really wear sandals in February in Canada. So getting there and coming back will be a problem, but I'm going to think on that one. But anyway, these are my third and last pair of shoes along. Okay, so this is the problem I have with packing cubes is it all fits in so nicely that I ended up putting in both things I was thinking about instead of taking two out. So I don't know. I might change my mind on that. I don't really need options along, but I mean, hey, it fits. But there's lots of room here still, and I have a few things left to pack, but not tons. So we'll see. This hat is just actually a Jurassic World or Jurassic Park bucket hat. I'm sure it's for kids, but anyway, it fits me, and I like it because it smushes, and I like the colors, and I like that it's Jurassic Park. And you know me, I definitely don't care. It's a selling feature that it is not a detractant. So anyway, this is one of the hats I'm going to bring along. The other one is going to be bigger and like floppier, and it's going to go in my personal bag. I just have to find it. But meanwhile, this can fold up like all kinds of craziness and just go into my carry-on. So a bit of real talk for you here. I was going to put these, I had my yoga stuff here before, and I was going to put these kind of like just on the side, and they didn't quite fit. But here is a nice tip. These kind of shoes, you know how there's the handles are in there? If you put them in here, they actually help flatten this out, which generally works really well. And then I also use like little other pieces of clothing that can be flattened really easily. Things like my yoga stuff. And then all of a sudden, this is now a flat surface I'm working with, or pretty darn close to it. So it's amazing how much stuff you can fit in like these tiny little nooks and crannies. That's really close. So to being done here. Just have a couple of things left to pack, but just so you could see, this again is this. And then I just switched out my sweatshirt for to and from yoga with those flip-flops, and I actually had room to put a top on top of these as well. Yeah, otherwise this is the same as before. There's another pair of flip-flops underneath there. And then over here, these again are shirts and a pair of like pants for back and forth from the pool. A couple t-shirts and swimsuits in that one. Yoga stuff, and then here is toiletries. There's tons more room in here. Toiletries that are like non-liquid. I have my liquid ones and electronics in my pool bag, which is going to double as my personal item. And yeah, that is pretty darn close to it. Okay, so I was actually going to put this in my personal item, but since I have this lovely little space here, it's going to fit perfectly in there. So this is my little jewelry holder, and I got this fairly recently before our last trip to Disney. So I typically like to keep it fairly minimal. I know this doesn't look minimal. These are all just like beads though. It's a little fuzzy, sorry. There's like stackable beads and things. So, and this is actually a beaded anklet I made the last time we were at this resort in Mexico. So I will probably actually just wear this, but yeah, anyway. There are a bunch of things like this. I also have barefoot sandals. I don't know if I'll pack those or not. They're a little old. They're better on the beach. This is mostly pool stuff. But I'm only bringing 2 pairs of earrings. I'll wear a pair, and then I'll bring like a couple dangly pairs. These super, super simple ones. There we go. Like that. And then these ones which are funky and super tropical, which is fun because I wear a lot of coral and stuff, so it goes off with that. And then the rest of these are basically, this is a necklace with a bunch of shells on it, just like that. And the rest is honestly just different kinds of bracelets. This is the only non-stackable bracelet, and this one is like a beachy charm bracelet, which I think is kind of fun. Yeah, and the rest are just beaded, cheapy, or cloth stack bracelets. So I don't know if I'll bring them all, but probably, honestly, because I have this and they'll all fit neatly in that and not get too tangled or anything. Okay, so I just separated and pulled out a couple that are a little bit daintier, so I probably won't wear them. They're a little bit nicer, a little bit funkier. Or I'll rather bring the funkier ones. See, the actual bracelet that you get that you have to keep on is like a hemp bracelet. So keeping it super casual makes the most sense. And then just a better look. Really, really old. I think I actually got this. We got married in the Dominican like 10 years ago, and I think I may have gotten this like leading up to that for events. It's definitely dirty and definitely seen better days. And then this necklace is very simple, and I'll just bring it as the neutral backdrop. I'll honestly probably wear it. I have a lot of really cool stuff that is like really beaded and like fancier, but I'm going to keep it pretty casual this trip. We're only there like 5-6 days, so yeah, it won't be super fancy. But this one actually, that's a piece of sea glass, and I got it at Etsy, and there's a little charm here. Yeah, a little sand dollar charm. There it goes. But I got this one for our wedding too, a long time ago, and I've worn it tons. So yeah, we are celebrating our 10th anniversary later this year, so I don't know, maybe feeling nostalgic, bring it out. Good for the beach. All right, and there's even still some more space. So I might unpack some stuff from one of these ones where it has undergarments and stuff and just kind of squeeze them in there, but I won't show that because no one needs to see that. Yeah, this one's all zipped up. That one I'll just put finishing touches on, but essentially that's it. And finally, here is the final product of my suitcase. And a little heavy, but totally within carry-on. Again, this is what this side looks like. Just like that. Again, not loving the really big one, but we're trying it for this time, seeing what I think. And this side is just like this. So I did add it's like a travel straightener / curling iron thing. And yeah, that's basically it. This is ready to go now. Okay, so our other carry-on suitcase that we're bringing along, this one is the maximum size for most airlines carry-on. Always make sure you're checking your specific airline. We're flying WestJet, so we fly them a lot. We kind of know what's up with that. This is just a Kenneth Cole Reaction, it says. We've had it years. Another hard case, probably my favorite one actually, because yes, it goes like this, but unlike the one I'm using, this also has space in here. So anyway, we can fit a lot into here. The same thing here. So a lot more versatile. And it might seem weird that Brandon is using this one, but he's also going to be packing things like our floaty and anything like that. So yeah, and plus he's going to be the one who has to put it up on in the carry-on. I am a little short, so we'll give him the big one to do. Okay, now if you're wondering how I'm doing this, just think about what you actually need. Not the what ifs, but just what you actually need. So for me, I'm a dress person and swimsuits, and that's pretty much all I live in. So here's my hand for comparison for just how big this bag is. It is not very big. So about 3 or 4 shirts, a couple pairs of shorts, including my yoga stuff, pair of pants and dresses for each night, a few swimsuits, and I'm still feeling like I'm overpacked and it can fit all in this. Keep things as minimal as you can, but decide for you. And here is my personal item. Well, our personal item. Brandon is not actually going to need a personal item. We both have fanny packs as well, or waist bags, or however you want to say it. Isn't this cute? Look, Minnie Mouse on one side, Mickey on the other. And this is going to double as a pool bag. So it's going to feel weird not to travel with a Loungefly on, but double duty. It's like lined and stuff. Yeah. Just sunglasses that are loose because I'll be wearing them tomorrow or when we are on our way to the city. This is a passport holder. had for, well, years. These were dropping off. I know they are not carry-on size, don't worry. My Nuimos are coming, and look, even they're packed. Tropical vacation means Donald and Daisy. Aren't they cute? Cute. And then in here we have Brandon has a couple books. This is the cord holder I was showing before. This is my e-reader, my Kobo. We each have a thing of liquids. This one is almost entirely empty, so there'll be some room for that if need be tomorrow, if when we get kind of organized in the morning to go. More sunglass case, one for Brandon, another one for me, and yeah, hairbrush. And this was the one that I was pointing out, the wristlet with all of the anti-nausea stuff. And that's it. And this is the final for Brandon's. Well, almost final. He needs to put his toiletry stuff in here yet. But I'll walk you through this one too. He's got pretty beat up, but his flip-flops are there. Here we have some undergarments and shirts and some trunks and just a pair of pants in here. So he's another pair of shorts in there. This is our floaty. It is completely flat, but the ends, this inflates, and it is awesome for lying in the pool. This is actually my hat. Cap for Brandon. Here's the trick, is if you can nestle it in and then fill it with stuff, it holds its shape really well. Another pair of sandals. If these weren't clean, we'd like bag them or wrap them, but they're fine. Fine enough anyway. Yeah, and then this stuff is more loose, just to kind of fill in cracks and everything like that. And honestly, that's it. So yeah, these two little bags are all we'll need, and it's actually probably more than we need for just under a week in Mexico. Future editing Krista here. Just wanted to apologize. This video has been sitting on my laptop for over a year, and we've done quite a few trips actually since this one, but I found it and was like, you know what? It's good packing, just basic packing, carry-on tips, and kind of like a sneak into how we do that anyway. So probably still useful. So, again, my apologies. And yeah.